We live.
Yeah, because the highway, this one, the highway is straight up university.
We look though. You know what? I'm gonna figure it out. You looking at the compass? Alright. Fuck, that was somebody crash. That was Jake Pass. Shit.
Man, this was going to be wild, wild west. All I got to say is news breakout. That's all I'm going to say, brother.
Oh yeah, it's live. But I can't see shit. I gotta do my thing.
It said, I see the zero at the top. Let's tell me how to sound or something.
Maybe it's me. I think that my phone. I don't see. Maybe look. It's probably mine.
I'm going to take the Wi-Fi out.
You can see it from here. Video right there.
See?
Satan always on some shit.
What about thing for you to hotspot for? Yeah. I'm gonna bring it a little closer. What about now?
Oh yeah, we're good. We're good.
Is it clear in the audio? Good. You go ahead, brother. All right, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
We're the Hebrew Israelites of GMS Louisiana of the Lafayette branch. Back once again with another live camp right here in downtown Lafayette. All right, but of course, before we go any further, we're going to turn and face the east and give all praise to Yahweh,
Ba'ashim, Yahushua, Ba'ashim, Ba'ashim.
double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders, the great millstone, who teach them over the flock. Okay, and please citation to the hopeful elect scattered around the four corners of the earth. All right, whoever you are, wherever you may be at in these other days, God willing, we be up that number as well. All right, we say shalom to you.
Shalom.
So, like always, back at it once again, another weekend, prophesying the downfall of America, Babylon the Great, also known as spiritual Egypt, also known as spiritual Sodom. Okay, Lord. Okay, this is the last captivity of the Israelites. Okay, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, you know that according to prophecy, all right, that the biblical Edomites rule over this modern day Babylon. Okay, which is the last leg of this world peace system. All right, this devil, he knows that he has only a short time left. Okay, because because he sees the remnant raised up more and more in these other days. Okay, the tabernacle of David is being raised up. All right, and so that's a major sign to these devils, showing them that their rulership is coming to an end. Like it tells you in Revelation 11, all right, when the spirit of life would enter into us, all right, great fear fell upon them which saw them. Okay, these devils, they fear what Yahweh Shema Shah is doing, okay, with us as of the hopeful elect, starting with our apostles and elders on down, okay, they know that their time of rulership is coming to an end. And so therefore, they're getting ready to come down with great wrath, okay, issue forth the charagma throughout the four corners of the earth, okay, to try to trying to tempt everybody's flesh, okay, to take the prerogative. All right. Okay.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 13, verse 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon.
Right, so this other beast that John the Revelator is going into in this verse is talking about America, okay, which had two horns like a lamb. And as we always bring out, the two horns representing what? Two political party systems, Republican, Democrat, in which here it is, you know, Esau Edom is using those political parties, okay, to make it seem like as if there's some type of back and forth disagreement, you know, between those two parties, okay, making it seem like one side is speaking the truth and the other side is speaking lies, but really they're all speaking lies at the end of the day. Okay, it's two two wings of the same bird going in the same direction, okay, which is left. All right.
Hey, in this society, ultimately, they're a carbon copy of ancient Rome. The plebeians, the patricians, all right, the rich, the poor. It's reincarnated into these political parties, which are today, man. Real quick, this is First Maccabees 8:15. Moreover, how they had made for themselves a Senate house, all right, just as it was back then, it is now. But that Senate house is going left, is going right, in the deception of what? Bread and circus, but ultimately with the agenda of pushing the NWO, man, which he goes down into in the Revelation, the 13th chapter, man, the prerogative. So it says they made for themselves a Senate house wherein 320 men sat in council daily, consulting always for the people to the end they might be well ordered.
Right. So that was part of the governing system back in ancient Rome. The Senate houses where you would have hundreds of men gathered together, okay, in one mindset, one body, with one agenda, and it would appoint, you know, certain, leaders over them, okay, which eventually became known as, you know, Caesars or emperors in ancient Rome. Okay, well, that same exact system is here today in America, the modern day Rome, all right, the revival of the fourth beast system, okay, and as a brother read in Revelation 13, okay, the system would have two horns like a lamb, right? Because when you think of a lamb, right, you think of something that's docile, it's harmless, okay, it's safe, all right. But as it said, as it just said, it spoke as a dragon. Was that dragon, as we always go into, starting with our apostles and elders on down, goes into draconian laws, draconian measures, okay, unrighteous decree, and we know what those unrighteous decrees, those draconian measures, are going to ultimately lead to. That prerogative, okay, in Revelation 13 and 16.
He calls it all.
You gotta go, like the brother brought out, they made Senate houses. That's what made this beast so diverse than any other beast before.
Right.
All right. That's why the scripture said that about, you know, the fourth beast, man. All right. We know according to Daniel the 7th chapter, that little horn, which is the same little horn that he's reading about in Revelation the 13th chapter.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I got a precept though for you, bro.
You got it.
Going into the two horns, like they act as if though they for, you know, the American people. You know, check it out. This is Psalms 55 and 21. It says, "The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn with swords." So that's going them back to like now today. His words are smoother than butter. Climate change. All right, this is for the betterment of the planet. Right, this the universal basic income is here to help. All right, his words are smoother than butter, like as if though he has your best interest in his heart. But really and truly, he's doing that to oppress the world because it's a great reset that's coming to the earth, man. All right, this is his ideology. They're setting up the kingdom of Satan here right before your eyes, man. All right, this is the swords that are drawn. Okay.
That's why it says in 1 Thessalonians 5, when they shall say peace and safety, then destruction shall come. Okay, because that's what this devil is, pushing this technology before the eyes of the people. He's making it seem like it's going to be safe and harmless for the people, making it seem like it's going to be, better for the environment and better for the race. Making it seem like his technology is going to, liberate people, make people more secure. But it's ultimately all for the enslavement of people. Okay, through their destruction.
I got one, brother. Right. Like the brother says, ultimately for the ultimate enslavement of the people, man. For the destruction. But ultimately it's according to prophecy. This is Revelation 6:4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. To take peace from the earth. That's why when this whole pandemic came about, you had Esau speaking those small words again. Oh, you're essential worker. You're important. Give you these benefits. Give you these stimulus packages. All right? But the flip side of the coin is take this juice. Fill yourself up with this venom. All right? Put this poison inside you. It's the same left hand coming, but now it's going to be with a different stroke. It's going to be digital. All right? He's going to cause it all to be inserted inside of your what? Your right hand or your forehead, man. The scriptures tell you it was given power unto him to perform these left-handed miracles on the earth, man. And our people are buying it. Whatever Esau is selling, they going in the shops, they buying it. They're going to have lines wrapped around, triple wrapped, like a fruit roll-up around these buildings for these people trying to get this Karagma, man. They're going to be begging for the Karagma. But it says, set thereon to take peace from the earth. And that's talking about Esau Edom, man. All right? It tells you that back in Genesis, all right, he was given the fatness of the earth, the dew of heavens. Go ahead, brother.
This is Genesis 27:38. And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass when thou shalt have dominion, thou shalt break the yoke of thy neck. He was given that sword, like the brother going into the Revelation, the 6th chapter. He was given to where he take peace from the earth, and he was given a great sword. All right, the sword always tied to Esau, man.
Oh yes.
Okay, because that's what he lived by, the sword, man. He's a violent man. Violence covering him as a garment. Yeah. All right, not necessarily. No, you got it, man. I'm over here getting carried away in the spirit. You got it, man.
Y'all on fire. I love it.
Because like it just said, Esau was given the blessing of the fatness of the earth, meaning what? To control the resources of the earth, to have control over the food, waters, different things of the earth that people need. Okay? And then even like when you go into that word fatness in the Hebrew, it also goes into oil. Okay? And we clearly see Esau has his hand in the oil industry throughout the earth. And that's why he's all in the Middle East fighting against
resources.
Yep.
He's a resource demon, man. Yep. He's a hoarder of resources, man. It tells you that in the book of Habakkuk. All right. He enlarges himself as hell. Hell goes into death, slavery. Wherever this man goes, death and hell follows him, man. He has a track record all over the planet Earth. For killing, robbing, raping, murdering. Go ahead, brother.
Habakkuk 2:4, it says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
It tells you in the book of Psalms that the wicked are estranged from the Lord, man. The Most High made his soul not upright in himself. Genesis, the 4th chapter, that spirit of Cain, man, that violence upon his brother. Even that spiritual violence in Genesis, the 2nd chapter, man. All right? With the serpent, he committed spiritual violence against our nation, man. Now you have that same spirit back in Esau Edom, like the scriptures identifies him as well. That old serpent, right? Because back then, all right, he was performing his task for the Most High, and so it is to this day, but he's grown, all right? When a snake grows to a point, you got to knock that head off of that snake now, man, all right? This came from the Roman Empire over here now to America, and it's grown, but now they're trying to perform that last final enterprise, man, which is that Karagma. And that's when the Most High is going to fall their plan. It's a great movie we're in, man. And I got a word for y'all, brothers. After you got it.
It says, but the just shall live by faith. Yea, also because he transgressed my line, he's a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell and as debt, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heap unto him all people.
Right. So Habakkuk basically saw the NWO system, because that's what it's all about. He saw gathering, heaping unto himself all people, all to control people, okay, through his technology. All right, he enlarged himself as hell, okay, death, slavery, debt, okay, DEBT, debt, putting everybody in financial ruin,
This is Micah 2:1. Woe unto them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand.
Right, working evil upon their beds, meaning upon in their place or in their time of comfort, which basically is symbolic of their time of rulership, and that's what they're in right now. They're working all this wickedness. They have all this time in the world to use their riches and their resources to do this wickedness, all because they're in rulership and because it's given into the power of their hand. You got it, right?
They covet fields and take them by violence.
Covet field by taking them by violence. And what's a prominent example of that, of what they did to the so-called Native Americans when they came to the shores of what we know today as North America. All right, rape, robbing, and murdering the northern tribes: Gad, Simeon, Issachar, Ephraim, Simeon, Asher. Okay, taking all their land by what? By violence. Okay, shedding the blood of the children of Israel, the chosen people of the Heavenly Father.
It says, in houses and take them away. So they oppressed a man in his house, even a man and his heritage.
Right, so they've even oppressed us down to our heritage. Okay, that's why you go to the times of slavery. They kept us from reading the Bible. They kept us from learning how to read and write, because these devils know they knew, okay, that we were the people of the Bible. They didn't want us to attach ourselves to the Israelites of the scriptures, because they knew that eventually, all right, a light bulb would click in our people's head to go into prophecy and realize that, hey, this condition that we're in right now is prophesied in the scriptures. Yeah.
And now, if you say anything against a small hat,
yeah,
you facing jail time.
Yeah, in Florida.
Yeah, you facing jail time. You say anything against a small hat, the 1948ers, you are facing some type of criminal charge, man.
Yeah.
Where's that said? Where's that in the scriptures, man?
That's a bogus argument anyways, because you're not even a chosen people to begin with. So you penalizing somebody for coming against a culprit? See what the earth is being governed by? It's being governed by a man that will never own up to his actions.
Never take accountability.
No accountability whatsoever. He's going to kill, murder, destroy, and when it comes down for the decree to be made, he's going to blame everybody but himself.
That's how you know who raised Eve.
That's right. Hey, that's a good point. I got two real quick ones, dog. This the word Edom from the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, the last paragraph. It says, Edom figures prominently in the prophetic scriptures as the scene of great future judgments. She is the only neighbor of the Israelites who was not given any promise, of mercy from the Lord.
Right. So Esau, Edom, isn't given any promise of mercy from Yahweh Shalom Shai. So any Israelite camp that's out there that's teaching that, or that's still teaching to this very day, that Edomites can be saved and heathens can be saved, but primarily Edomites, okay, is a damn lie. And they're teaching damnable heresies. Okay? Nowhere in the scriptures does it speak about the Lord having some form of mercy upon Esau, Edom. They're the only nation that's spoken of throughout scriptures that's that the Lord's promised to make desolate. Okay? Isaiah the 34th chapter, Ezekiel the entire 35th chapter. All right, and
Isaiah 14,
yep. Amos 1:11.
Obadiah.
Obadiah. Okay. Esau, all those things apply to Esau Edom, because even the scriptures tell you in Proverbs 16:4, right? Proverbs 16:4, the Lord created the wicked even for the day of destruction, and the wicked is Esau Edom. Pursuant to Malachi 1:4, the border of wickedness. All right. So however this devil tries to wiggle himself out of judgment, okay, he can't upset the Lord's plans against them.
That's right.
This is Deuteronomy 25:19. Therefore it shall be, when Yahweh thy power had given thee rest from all thine enemies round about, in the land which the Lord thy power given thee for an inheritance to possess it,
which was the land of Canaan that was promised to Abraham. We was going through that in yesterday's lesson. You got it. I'm sorry.
That thou shalt blot out the remembrance of Amalek from under the heaven, thou shalt not forget it.
Right, yeah. So wait. Anytime
just to back up the definition that you brought out.
Yeah. Because when you go into Amalek all throughout prophecy, the Lord always promised to make war with Amalek from generation to generation. And there was even various times when the Lord had our forefathers to make war against Amalek. Hence, one example was King Saul, where he gave the order to King Saul to basically wipe out the Amaleks. All right, that was around at that time. Okay, even that king. But of course, we know Saul, he did just that, but he spared that king, King Agag. Yeah, and then even King David, when you go into 1 Samuel, I believe the last chapter, the very last war that King David fought in before he took the throne as king was against the Amalekites. That's, I believe, 1 Samuel 30, if I'm not mistaken. But so Amalek is always a prominent name that comes up when it comes to the destruction upon Esau Edom.
Amalek has always been a problem in the earth.
Yeah.
I got a cool one. Because he was never fit to judge. So,
you keep talking right quick. Yeah. All right. It's, even like you go to Numbers 24, all right, Numbers here in the 24th chapter, it speaks about how Amalek will be the first of the nations, right? Which when you go into that word first, it means, chief, best part. Showing you what? That the blessing of Esau Edom having the fatness of the earth. Okay, Amalek will be at the forefront of that blessing. Okay, which we know Amalek are the 1948ers, the small hats. Okay, but in that same chapter, it promises that Amalek will be, totally destroyed. Okay, and that's going to happen in the kingdom of heaven. All right, under the authority of that star that would come out of Jacob in that same chapter, which is Yahweh Shai.
I got a good one. This is Exodus 17 and 16 in the NLT, and this is ultimately a foreshadow. A reflection of what Esau Edom is doing to the Most High today. That's why he has to be put down. This is Exodus 17 and 16. It says, he said, they have raised their fist against the Lord's throne. So now the Lord will be at war with Amalek generation after generation. When you raise your fist to something, you going with your move, man. You saying that, hey, I'm trying you, man. And that's what Esau Edom is doing to the Most High by these left-handed miracles he's practicing, and ultimately by the ushering in of this Quran, man. Because think about it, we always go back to that Wizard of Oz comparison. We had the Wiz and the Wizard of Oz. He was saying what? What you need? You need a brain. What do you need? You need courage. What do you need? You need to go back home. That's left-handed miracles, man. Why? Because the Most High controls your brain, man. He gives you courage, all right? He can send you to and fro and bring you back home, Israel, to Jerusalem, man. And when, at the end of the Wizard of Oz, they lift up that curtain, and there was an Edomite behind there, man. Working the controls. Wreaking havoc on the planet Earth, man. That's what he was doing. Pulling the strings from behind the scenes, man. You got it, brother.
This is going back to what you just brought out. This is Isaiah 47, and the 10. It says, "For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee, and thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me."
That's right. And that's what these Edomites do. Bohemian Grove, Skull and Bones, all right? Their left-handed masonry, all right? They practice law, man. We in Babylon, man. We in Babylon, man. All these secret meetings, they'll have the elites, they'll have a a dark room with a chair in the middle, and they'll be around the chair. They'll have an empty chair. But who's in that empty chair though, man? All right, the spiritual demon Satan, man, giving them orders. That's why I tell you in Daniel's the 5th chapter, many take a parson, man. All right, your kingdom is numbered and finished and given to the Israelites, man. But while it's being numbered and finished, things have to happen. All right, it has to be a domino effect. But you see, Esau, he's working that left-hand domino effect of gradualism on the planet Earth, man. That's why you see here behind us at the Festival International, man. All right, they're sporting this year, and according to the article, previous years before this, they're sporting now. All right, Karagma technology. I'm gonna just say it like that. Karagma wristbands, man. Yep. In order to buy, sell, and trade at this festival, man, you have to have a Karagma wristband. You got it, brother.
Yeah.
You got it. What y'all think? All right.
It's a quick intermission.
Calm, bro.
You can just say it right there. Huh? Say it right there. You can set it on the side. Huh? It ain't like nobody walking in this motherfucker.
There you got what it's looking like on the view.
On what? It's good right here, bro.
I'm gonna
say this right here. Right like that.
It's good.
Yeah, so like we was going into
Karagma wristbands.
Yeah, the Karagma wristbands, because right now, as of this week, they had the annual Festival International here in Lafayette. Okay, and as the brother was going into this year, they're trying a new thing where now, in order to buy and sell at different vendors and whatnot, buy food, buy drinks, buy snacks and whatnot, you have to have these particular wristbands, okay, that are made out of Karagma type technology, okay, digital technology, to where you'll be able to buy and sell with just that wristband alone, rather than having to buy and sell with physical cash or your debit card or credit card or whatever. And so, like the brother was going to, that's gradualism, because they're getting the people used to having to buy and sell things via technology, okay? And right now they're doing it right now with this festival, okay? But pretty soon they're gonna make it to where you're gonna have to be able to do things like this on a daily basis, on an everyday basis.
It's basically like a trial run.
Yeah.
Like a little trial run, getting people conditioned, up to it. Because like I said, man, when I was growing up as a kid, they dealt with cash a whole lot, but then I started seeing commercials about a line flowing because everybody paying with their debit card. But then when somebody come with cash, everything got messed up. It's like they was debunking cash, and promoting the debit card. Yeah. Now what they're doing is conditioning, people to, getting used to this RFID technology. That's why you got Apple Pay. You got all these different type of avenues, that you can do, to get you, conditioned. Like you pay with your palm, pay with your face. They doing away with cash, man. Mm-hmm.
Facial recognition.
Mm-hmm.
I got some. Revelation 13 and what was that? 12. Revelation 13 and 12. Revelation 13 and 12. And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and caused the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed.
All right. So it says America is exercising the power of the first beast that was before it, and that's talking about ancient Rome, because America is bringing back that same ancient Western Roman system. The Senate, okay, the Constitution, the two-party political system, stadiums, arenas, bread and circus,
pagan holidays,
pagan holidays, fast food, because fast food goes back to ancient Rome. Okay.
Gladiators,
Yeah.
the Colosseums.
Yeah. And he's bringing all these things so much to where, like it just said, he's going to cause the people throughout the earth to worship this first beast, okay, through America, you know.
Kind of Antiochus, all right, he had the mindset as well as putting the earth under a NWO, man, under a one order.
Since you just mentioned Antiochus, because you know, like we was going to, you know, America is bringing back that ancient Western Roman system, but it goes even beyond that, because not only is he bringing back that ancient Roman system, but he's also adding, okay, Greek philosophies with it as well. That's why even when you go into secular history, okay, ancient Rome is also known as what? The Greco-Roman system, you know?
Right.
And that's what the Renaissance. Yep.
Right.
You got it, right?
That's right. It's First Maccabees 1:41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people.
Sounds like an NWO, just like it was during the time of the Tower of Babel under Nimrod, where all people came together in one mind, one accord. They all spoke the same thing, which is what? Okay, to worship this tower and ultimately rebel against the Lord, follow the way of the heathen. You got it, right?
And everyone should leave his laws, so all the heathen agree according to the commandment of the king.
Right. So put away your laws, put away your traditions, put away the things that your forefathers and your forefathers before them practice and worship, to follow this new way of life. Okay, the Edomite way of life. Okay, that happened back during the time of Antiochus during the Greek Empire, and it's getting ready to happen today here in America. All right.
And this also shows you a difference between the actual other side of the Gentiles, which is the heathen nations. It says, so all the heathen agree according to the commandment of the king, yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath.
So you even had a lot of our forefathers that got mixed up into all of that madness. Okay, following after the ways of the heathen, worshiping their idols, following their customs. Okay, and that's what made our people like it the Gentiles, heathens, and like we was going into in yesterday's lesson. Okay, what the brothers bringing out right here is basically the history of our forefathers becoming Greeks, Hellenized. Yeah.
Go ahead with yours.
This is Ecclesiastes. I'm gonna just read 10. It says, "Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new?" Ecclesiastes 1:9. I mean 1:10. But I'm gonna start at 9 then. It says, "The thing that had been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. There is no new thing under the sun. Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? It had been already of old time, which was before us."
Right. So the idea of a one world system, okay, is nothing new under the sun. It was practiced back during the time of Antiochus, back in ancient Greece, and even before that, okay, it was practiced. It was practiced even way before that, during the time of Nimrod, when he built the Tower of Babel. Okay, so the idea of a one world system, or NWO, is nothing new under the sun.
Hey, and the serpent also came with that same mindset, because he said, "What? Eat of this tree, all right? You shall know what? Good and evil." And that's Esau coming back and saying, "You know what? Take this technology. You're gonna have the knowledge of the gods."
Yeah.
Like they even had this guy, Lil Uzi Vert. He was talking with I think, was it Elon Musk's girl he deals with? They was tweeting back and forth about like the Rodman basically. And she was like, man, you'll have the knowledge of the gods. You'll be able to basically upload a language, learn different languages, all right, calculations, whatever it may be, man. It's a left-handed miracle. And Esau's been in that same spirit from the beginning, man. all right? Come eat this tree, eat of this tree, this foreign tree, all right? These other philosophers. And he's at the height of his plan, man. This place, literally, we talk amongst each other all the time. This place could blow any minute, man. We could look up on our phones and be like, man, they had a false flag attack, EMP attack, man. This place is on its way out, man. You got to
This is Genesis 11:1. It says, and the whole earth was of one language and of one speech. Wait up. I'll find it out. Well, no, I mean,
started verse 8.
This is Genesis chapter 10, verse 8. And Cush begat Nimrod, and he began to be a mighty one in the earth.
Right. Cush begat Nimrod. Cush was one of the sons of Ham. And when you go into it, the Cushites were Ethiopians. So basically, the Ethiopians, all right, through Nimrod, were the first people on the earth to worship Satan after the flood. Okay? You know, and we make this point as well. The name Nimrod, the name Nimrod, you can look it up, you know, in a blue letter, it means rebellion. You know, see, he was the first tyrant on the earth to lead a worldwide rebellion against the Lord after the flood.
true worship.
He was a mighty hunter before the Lord. Wherefore it is said, even as Nimrod, the mighty hunter before the Lord.
Right. So Nimrod was a mighty hunter on the earth during his time. And here it is. Does not the scripture speaks about how Esau is a mighty hunter, a man of the field? So Esau,
basically, he's a conqueror, man. Yeah. He conquers. But how was he conquering by violence? He conquers everything by violence, man. You know what? And it tells you about that in Revelation, the 13th chapter as well. Little man and big boy, Hiroshima and Nagasaki. You make a fire coming down from heaven. You know what? If they don't want to sign this contract, we're going to bomb them. Just bomb the place, man. That's how he gets the job done. You know what? If they don't want to take this Karagma, he had them. You got it, brother.
Yeah, so Nimrod is Esau is basically coming back in the spirit of Nimrod. Rebellion, a mighty hunter, a tyrant, okay, violence. All right.
Well, I wanted to get to the point I think it's Genesis 11, when it says, verse 4, it says, and they said, go to, let us build us a city, a tower, whose top may reach unto the heavens, and let us make a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the earth, the whole earth. Right? So they was going into the, that plan, to build up a city and make a name, just like how Esau Edom is now.
And, as we know, the word name in the Hebrew is Shem, which goes into what? Fame, glory, reputation. So, this devil, he's trying to build a modern day Tower of Babel, a spiritual Tower of Babel, where he's trying to make a name for himself. He's trying to establish his glory upon the earth through his NWO system via his technology. Okay? And just as the Lord did during the time of the ancient Tower of Babel, confound that tower, where the Lord is getting ready to confound, Esau Edom system all over again. Because this NWO system is getting ready to fail. Okay, it's going to make his move, but as it says in was that Job 20, and he's about to fill his belly. Okay, as a matter of fact, in the fullness of his sufficiency, the Lord's going to have him in straits. When he shall fill his belly, the Lord's going to rain down fire upon him. Okay, the Lord's going to stop this devil right at the 1 yard line. Okay, so but real quick, before we welcome you, I want to go to the Tower of Babel real quick. Can you go back to Genesis 10 and read verse 12?
This is Genesis 10, verse 12. It says, "And Resin between Nineveh and Calah is the same as a great city."
Right. So because not only did Nimrod build the Babylon within his kingdom, but he also had other surrounding cities in his kingdom as well. Nineveh. Okay, and as we read right here, this city Rezin. Yeah, Shinar.
Shinar, which goes into Summit.
And then, as the brother just read right here in verse 12, the city of Rezin. Now, real quick, can one of you brothers Bible try to look at that name Rezin? It's going to speak something heavy. All right, and it's going to show why Nimrod built this particular city.
This is the word resin in the blue letter. Resin, it says, brittle, a place in Assyria between Nineveh and Calah. All right, I'm going to the root word, I guess.
That was good right there. Now, you can read that the definition again, that outline.
It says, definition, resin equals brittle.
Right. So resin, the city of Resin, it meant bridle.
Right.
Bridle, like a horse's bridle. Now, when you think of a horse's bridle, right, which is basically like the mask that you put on a horse's head. All right, what do you do with it? You use it to control that horse. If you want to make it go, if you want to make it go right, you pull to the, you pull your right hand back, or if you want to make it go left, you pull your left hand back. If you want to make it come to a complete stop, you pull both hands back. Or if you want it to go forward, then you kind of whip it. But basically, a bridle is a tool of control upon a horse, and that city Resin, it speaks spiritual to how, the agenda that, the reason that Nimrod built that city, it was to control the people of that city, as well as to control the people of his whole entire kingdom as a whole. Okay, so Nimrod's tower, or at Babel, which means confusion, was an empire that was set up to control the people, and that's what Esau was trying to do to this very day. He's trying to use his technology, okay, through confusion and left-hand miracles to control the minds of the people. And as a matter of fact, that's why it even tells you in Revelation 18, okay, around maybe verses 13 or 14, it speaks about how Babylon had slaves as well as what? The souls of men. This devil, he's trying to not only enslave people physically, okay, which he did it to our forefathers back in chattel slavery, but he's even trying to enslave your soul, okay, through his technology. All right, he's trying to control your interests, your emotions, your intellect. Yep.
And if I can add, this cat, Noah Harari, that guy, what he said was the simple fact that he said we don't need the God of the Bible anymore. We can monitor you under the skin.
Yeah.
We can control, basically using this technology, to control society.
Yep. Yeah, that's right. Because he's speaking about, hacking humans, getting inside of
humans are hackable animals.
Yeah. That's right.
That's what he said. Humans are hackable animals.
And that's how this devil looks at.
And he also said that free will is over on the left hand side.
Yeah.
Feel like nobody understands. He was basically mocking, what Americans do say. Nobody understand how I feel. Like, no, fuck all that. Free will is over. So basically, this devil telling you that he's going to control you, man, through this technology.
Right. That's ultimately holding up that fist, like you said in the rock, holding up that fist to the Most High as well. I got to do something. That's real quick, if I can ask you.
He said, holding up the fist can also go into, provoking for a fight. Like when you
put them up.
Yeah, you go like this, like you're trying to provoke somebody to fight. You're fighting, you're trying to strive against somebody. Basically rebellion, note. Yep. You got it right.
Real quick, Daniel 8:25. And through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. Revelation 6. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand.
Right. And, of course, as brothers always bring out, we know that this originally applied to Antiochus Epiphanes, but as Brother Taz read earlier in Ecclesiastes 1, there's no new thing under the sun. So this devil, Esau Edom, okay, is doing this very same thing all over again in his outer days, causing craft to prosper, okay, witchcraft, all right, magnifying himself through his technology and pseudoscience, okay, basically trying to show the world that there's a way to prosper and live prosperous on the earth in wickedness. Yeah, in wickedness outside of the order of Yahweh Shai. The same thing that the serpent puts upon Eve. Okay, thou shalt not surely die. You should know the good and evil. Okay, you should be as the gods.
You know, pushing that NWO back then from the beginning, man. That was just his spirit. And at a later date, he would come back into the body of Esau Edom, chiefly Amalek, man. All right? And fulfill his role with the Most High, just as us. All right? From that lineage of Adam, like we went into yesterday, we're fulfilling our role as the sons of God on the right-hand side.
Esau just being obedient to the Most High on the left-hand side.
That's right.
You know? Because he can't, the scripture says, can you pull a clean thing out of an unclean thing? Like, it's nothing that Esau can't help himself. He has to be wicked. You know?
Wicked or estranged from the womb, man.
Speaking lies.
The Lord put that, I don't want to say the M-word, but the Lord put that M-word on him, man. All right?
The Lord gave him the jump shot of wickedness.
Yeah, man. The Lord, from the time of Cain, even from the garden, when the Lord dished out, okay, the sweat of the bread in the face, the serpent, this was going to happen to you, Eve, this was going to happen to you. The Lord gave them their decrees, man, from the beginning. You was going to come back through Cain. You was going to get that curse put up on you throughout the earth, all right? That if any man come up against you, the Lord was going to get on them, all right? And that played out. Then you came back through Esau, man. I got one too.
You ruling, with your blessing. Or you have the fatness of the earth, man. This is your time to rule, man. All right, but you finna be plucked up, okay? Because like the brother brought out, man, whenever Esau seen that he was identified, especially seeing this thing spread like wildfire, hey, that would make, man, I just spent all this money to make sure these people stay sleeping. Now they're up, now they're awake, now they're identifying me, and all his little tactics is failing. So the only thing he can do is cut the internet. Let's get rid of these social media sites. Let's get rid of this. It's because he's losing, bro. Esau is losing. Okay?
They got a video of Spirit that you mentioned with the apostles. So a long time ago, like this, I believe it's this gutter right. He basically came up to him and said, "Hey, how did y'all?"
Oh yeah, Apostle the boss said
we spent so much money like trying to hide this and cover this up, man. Like, how did you find this? Yeah. Where did you get this from, bro?
And that story right there that the apostles always tell us from time to time, that's just a testament showing you that Esau can't overpower the Holy Spirit. Right. Because ultimately we have this truth, starting with our apostles and elders on down, as well as the men that came before them, the Abba Bivens, right? Brother Ariyah, Brother Yaquab, King Mashah. Okay, they all received this truth via the Holy Spirit. Something that Esau's money is no match for.
Let me bring this out. Daniel 8:25 in the NLT, it says, "He will be a master of deception and will become arrogant. He will destroy many without warning. He will even take on the prince of princes in battle, but he will be broken, though not by human power." Though not by human power.
And who's the ultimate prince of princes? That's Yahweh Shai, the prince of peace. Okay, this devil, he's going to take his rebellion so far as to literally fight against Yahushua and the holy angels whenever they come back to deliver us. Lord willing to be of the elect. Okay? But as I just said, he's going to be broken without hands because Yahushua and them angels and the chariots, they're going to make light work of his ass. You know? As you know, as we always go into
Second Ezra 13.
Yahushua's going to lift up neither sword nor instrument of war, but only a blast of fire and tempest coming out of his mouth.
Imagine being backed by a power like that. We're not talking about all state or state form, man. All right, we're talking about the ancient of days, man. That makes the wind gust this way. That makes thoughts running in and out your mind, man. You got it, brother.
This is Daniel's 2:45. For as much as thou sawest that the stone was cut out of the mountain without hands, and that it break in pieces the iron, the brass, the clay, the silver, and the gold, the great power had made known to the king what shall come to pass hereafter, and the dream is certain, and the interpretation thereof is sure. So basically going in that Yahushua will destroy America, because it says what? It says, for as much I saw as the great stone that was cut out, the mountains without hands, and Yahushua being that stone, right? It says, in that break in pieces the iron, the brass, the clay, the silver, and the gold, going into that with the statue, you know, the dream that Nebuchadnezzar had. So Yahushua, which was being not human powers, you know, coming down to what? To make this devil's desolate, man, to take him out of the way, man, you know, to trot him underfoot. Because it says what? He coming with many crowns, man. He coming to make war. You know, he's making war. Yahushua want to scrap. He got indignation, you know.
Yahushua said, in Psalm 47, against the virgin of Babylon, he shall not meet thee as a man.
Right. Not unhuman power.
Right.
You know, he's not gonna meet you as a man. He's gonna be an angelic force. Right? The creator of all things, right? When you think that the same guns, the same technology that he gave you, you're gonna be able to fight against the Lord with it. And that's delusional. That is very delusional. That is, you know, it's like a woman. It's like a woman.
But the Lord got him in that type of spirit because he's hardening up his heart, just like he did Pharaoh. Because when we read the book of Exodus, anytime when the Lord would bring plague here, plague there, a plague here, Pharaoh's heart, got softened up, like he got shook. But then after that, the Lord would have to harden up his heart so that he could perform the next miracle, and then the next miracle, and then the next miracle, and then eventually perform that great miracle to deliver us through the Red Sea. So the Lord got this devil's heart hardened up. Like it says in Proverbs 21:21, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. The Lord got this devil's heart, meaning his mind, hardened up, for that final battle. And that's just going to show you how powerful the Lord is. The Lord has to create enemies.
The Lord create anger in you. The Lord can create anger and make you stubborn and make you go against what you think is his will, but it's really his will. This is Jeremiah 49:16. Thy terribleness hath deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart. O thee that dwelleth in the clefts of the rock, that holdest the height of the hill, though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, said the Lord. And the Lord is ultimately reincarnated the society, the rulers, to do his will. No matter if you think you're doing your own will, you're still doing the Lord's will, man. Like the brother quoted, Pharaoh's heart went from, killing the first of the unborn, plague of locusts, all right, pestilence, famine. You know what? Still kill the Israelites. You mean to tell me he was on his own accord, man? The Lord was controlling him, man. He's no different from Vladimir Putin, Bill Gates, all right? Evelyn Rothschild, the Bilderbergs, the DuPonts, the Gettys, man, they're being controlled by the Lord to do his will, man.
King's heart is in the hands of the Lord. That's right, bro. Ain't something that he can do. Yeah. All right, this is Obadiah, verse 3. It says, "The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. Thou hast dwelled in the cleft of the rock, whose habitation is high. That said in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?"
Sounds like what we just read in Jeremiah 49. So the prophets spoke the same things. They were on the same accord. Okay, especially when it comes to Esau, Edom. You know, Esau's pride has lifted himself up. You know, he's boasting himself. He's magnifying himself through his technology. All right, but as the Lord said, you know, he dwells in the cliffs of the rock. This devil is a caveman at the end of the day. Okay, he's more base.
Yeah.
You know, like it goes in Job 30.
Uh-huh.
You know, he's a base man.
Yeah.
Okay. But Esau, through his pride, through the deception of his pride, he thinks that nobody can take him down, can bring him down to the ground. But it's going to be Yahweh Shimon Shai that's going to bring his ass down to the ground. Just as Yahweh Shimon Shai was the one who raised him up in the first place. You know,
Numbers 9.
Yep.
And it's something to see. You can literally see the little bit that the Most High did give Esau, the fatness of the earth, you got to do it in heaven. What wickedness you've done with it, and the pride that has exceeded, man. You know what? I got a space military now. You haven't even discovered the ins and the outs.
Yeah.
Of
the ocean.
Yeah, man.
Of nothing. You ain't did shit.
So your pride is way exceeding your actual power, man. That's why you're gonna be broken without hand. But it says, Isaiah 63:1, who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength, I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. And right now, Basra is being inhabited by who, man? And being controlled by who? The so-called white man. These fake news, man. All right? Scriptures tell you a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, man. So those lands are being inhabited illegitimately, man. So who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, he's going to go there, all right? Yahweh Shabbat, okay, which we go into the Mountain of Truths, the Valley of Yahweh Shabbat, man. Valley of Decision. He's going to go there to settle the score with these other nations, man. It's going to be a good fight and a great show and an ultimate victory. So it says, wherefore art thou red in thine apparel and thy garments like him that treaded in the winefest. So why are your garments red, Lord? What is happening? Let's hear the matter. It says, I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. So ultimately, Yahweh Shai is going to get the glory. He's going to be known. He's going to set the tone, man, for our nation, for everything else to follow. Isaiah 9:6, the government shall be upon his shoulders. But guess how that government is going to be established? It tells you in the book of Revelation, faithful and true is he. He doth judge and make war. So it says, I have tried the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me, for I will tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. All right? So Yahweh Shai is going to get the glory for taking out Esau Edom. Upon his head with many crowns, it says, for the vengeance of the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeem is come. 2023, the hopeful year that all the prophecies come to pass, man.
And we see this devil moving fast, bro.
Rapidly.
We see he moving fast. It ain't even July. They letting you know, like, listen, man, this little fast.
Now.
Yeah. Hey, bro, that's gonna shake a lot of people up, bro. That's gonna shake a lot of people up.
Yes, Lord.
You take out all that financial security, you know, financial
stability,
privacy.
Yeah,
you know, because you can go buy stuff without, you know, knowing. Yeah. You know, all that's over with now. You know.
It's especially going to shake up a lot of these different Israelite camps.
Yeah.
I mean, like Apostle always goes into, when the MOTB is going to be implemented, it's going to shake up the Israelite world. You know, roughly paraphrasing.
Yeah. And then the quote Elder Apostle to her, aren't you glad you're a part of aren't you glad you're part of Great Millstone? That's right, man. That is right, man.
Yeah. And hey, just to back up the brother, hey, those of you that's in these other Israelite camps that's sincere about this truth, okay, that are of the hopeful elect, y'all need to hurry up and get the hell up out of these camps before it's too late, man. Before the famine of the word get. Because starting with the Apostle Hart himself off down to the least, because we know that there's elect amongst these other camps, okay, that's watching GMS videos, watching the apostles, okay, watching the breakdowns of the MOTV, okay, explaining the image of the beast, explaining what the beast is and all these different things. Okay, so hey, those of y'all amongst the other camps that's watching the apostles and watching the brothers of Great Millstone and getting the correct understanding and getting the correct breakdowns, okay, y'all need to separate from these other camps before it's too late.
Yeah, because
I gotta
you go into it, you can be sitting up there, you're like you believing in your heart that Great Millstone is right, but yet you still maintaining your loyalty because of this is where you started it, and you don't wanna be, looked at as a traitor in the streets, but I believe this. It's all about what's in the heart. No, that's why the Lord said, not all who say Lord, Lord shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, man.
This is Isaiah 55:6. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts. And let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon. And the Lord tells you to be transformed by the renewing of your mind, man. You got to renew your mind to know that this Revelation 13:16 is talking about the Quran, man. All right? You got to renew your mind and transform it to know that, all right, the name of the Lord is not Jesus Christ, it's Yahweh Shai. These other groups are teaching things contrary to the doctrine, man. Okay? And like the brother said, when that ultimate centerpiece of prophecy comes out, that's going to be a heavy blow to you other groups because you didn't warn the people about it. And in fact, you openly disagreed with it and said that it was other things. So your congregation remembers those things, man. That's why it says, woe to you pastors that have scattered my sheep, man. In that day will I visit you. And we're coming into that day, man. The Lord's going to visit T.D. Jakes. The Lord's going to visit Joel Osteen, man. He's going to visit you, Nate 7, all right? He's going to visit Sakari, man.
So, you got to openly teaching this congregation to go and take the jab. Saying that you would be a fool to not take the juice. Okay, the Lord's going to visit all you other Israelite camps.
Just imagine that statement right there holds weight. You'd be a fool, you'd be a fool to not take the jab. If you under that whim of believing in that congregation, you're going to be like, man, that's going to influence you to go do it, man.
Yeah.
Just like if the apostles put out a decree for us, we're going to do it, man. We're going to follow it. You got it, brother.
This is Ezekiel chapter 14, verse 9. If a prophet be deceived when he has spoken a thing, I, Yahweh, have deceived that prophet, and I will stretch out my hand upon him, and I will destroy him from the midst of my people Israel, and they shall bear the punishment of their iniquity. The punishment of the prophet shall be even as the punishment of him that seeketh unto him.
Hey, so what it just read right there is ultimately, if there's a prophet amongst our people that's wishing out deception, then ultimately it's the Lord that put that deceiving spirit upon them.
Yeah,
because as the apostles and different elders of Great Millstone has been saying for years, okay, even the 2/3 need their prophets. Just like the elect need their prophets, there's true belong, 2/3
it's just a necessary evil.
Right, and what proves that 2/3, that's a beautiful statement. I like the way you put it. Like, even 2/3 think they're prophets because what even they said, hey, look, don't prophesy unto us right things, prophesy unto us smooth things. So they need to be comforted with wickedness. They need to be comforted that this place is going to be all right. Oh, the Lord is going to protect me. No. We're going to tell you exactly what it is and what it ain't. We're not here to spare any feelings.
All right.
This is the book book of Micah, chapter 3, verse 1. And I said, Here I pray you, O heads of Jacob, and ye princes of the house of Israel. Is it not for you to know judgment?
Right. So all you heads of Jacob, you heads, okay, of these other Israelite camps, as well as you so-called black preachers and pastors, you're supposed to know judgment. Okay, you're likened to the shepherds over the Lord's flock. And what's the responsibility of a shepherd? To lead the flock, to lead them to safety. Okay, not lead them to danger. All right, that's what a hireling would do. All right, and a lot of you black pastors, all right, Chino Jennings, okay, T.D. Jakes, Creflo Dollar, all right, as well as the leaders of the other Israelite camps, you're likened to hirelings. Okay, you're just over the flock, but only for a reward, for a profit. Okay, you're supposed to know the time of judgment, and right now we're in the time of judgment. Okay, where the Quran is about to be implemented. Okay, we're getting ready to enter into the time of Jacob's trouble. All right, the hour of temptation.
You see it, Salaki, brother. You seeing the Lord releasing certain demons on this mug, man. With that woman chopped up her kid, ate the liver. All right, that's like that. I was talking to the elder brother last night. That's no different. See, you know that movie that just came out, that Evil Dead Rise?
Oh yeah.
Hey, that's no different from that, man. Like eating the damn the damn human. You know what I'm saying? That's got to be a heavy demon. That's a real heavy demon. You know, to be sitting up there. She was singing while stabbing her kid, bro. I'm talking about going in and then turn around. This really happened. She ate his liver. Okay? That's heavy demons. You know?
So, hey, if you're going to have people like that running around during the time of Jacob's trouble, where there's going to be no laws, no restrictions in the streets, then wouldn't you want to be covered by the blood of Mashiach Yahushua?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't you want to know the right doctrine of the scriptures and the right name to call upon when that day comes, Yahweh Yahushua? Because when that time comes, what in the hell is calling on Jesus Christ going to get you? All right? Or running around everywhere or wearing fringes and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
You can be marked for death when that time comes. You know?
Zephaniah 1 and 12 in the NLT. I will search with lanterns in Jerusalem's darkest corners to punish those who sit complacent in their sins. They think the Lord will do nothing to them, either good or bad.
And so the Lord's going to jack up a lot of our people, especially those that know that they're Israelites, that are at ease, okay, settled upon their leads, like it tells you all the scriptures.
But he read it, but he was in NLT, huh? Yeah,
That's the same version.
Yeah, that's a reading. That's a bugged out way to think. That the Lord is okay with wickedness. The scripture says that the Lord gives no license to man. He don't give a license to man to sin. All right, and to think that the Lord would be okay with that, that's a bugged out way of thinking, man.
Zephaniah 1 and 12. And it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled on their leaves, that say in their heart, the Lord will not do good, neither will he do evil.
Right, so the Lord's going to jack up a lot of our people, especially those that know that they're Israelites, that's not in that pilgrim type mindset, okay, that are settled upon their leaves, okay, looking to forward themselves here in America, Babylon the Great, okay, looking to stay here for another 5 years, 10 years, whatever, so that their camp can grow and all this other foolishness. All right, a mindset that's basically not hastening the day of the Lord. You know.
Right. Another quick one. Sirach 5 and 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance.
Right. In your security, you think that when you think that you're doing all right during Jacob's trouble, that you're still having little food here and there, you know, that you still got a roof over your head, that you don't have to worry about, you know, calling on the Lord and calling on His true name. When that time comes, the Lord's going to destroy you in your security. Okay, He's going to destroy you if you're not hastening the day when He sends His begotten Son back to deliver you out of this captivity. Okay, and a lot of Israelites are in that mindset. All right, not thinking about the kingdom of heaven, only thinking about this kingdom, okay, and that resident type mindset, right? Because what's a resident in comparison to a pilgrim, right? A resident is somebody that's looking to reside, looking to be established in a particular place permanently, or at least for a long period of time. Whereas on the flip side, a pilgrim is somebody that's in a mindset of, they're not worried about dwelling in that place for a particular, for a long period of time or permanently. Okay, a pilgrim is only dwelling in a particular place for a temporary moment of time, because a pilgrim is ultimately on a journey to his destination, okay, his promised land, and that's the mindset that the elect are in. That pilgrim type mindset. We're not looking for any comfort in society, right? We have nothing to look back to in this society,
Shit, mortgage payment.
Yeah.
Truck note.
Yeah.
Goddamn child support.
Yeah.
What the fuck we got to come back to, man?
Yeah.
We day to day, we can't wait for this shit to go down, man. All right, it's because our hope is not in this place. Our hope is in the Lord. We don't have visions of this place getting better. All right, we root, cheer, and prophesy for this place to get worse. Because we know that the fall of this place, meaning the uprising of the kingdom of Yahshua.
If I can make this point to add on to the book, and the elect, starting with the men of the Lord, I'm likening it to the modern day field Negroes, because what's the mindset of a field Negro?
Tired of this shit.
Tired of this shit.
I'm planning on escaping.
Yeah.
Out of that.
Get out of here. Yeah. I want to see the master's house burned down. Okay.
I want that apple pie. I want this. I want freedom. Like, come on, man. The captain hates to be loose. I got the word pilgrim. It's beautiful, man. It's the word pilgrim from the Zion Bible Dictionary. It says a sojourner in a strange place. It shows that the faithful sought a heavenly city and did not consider themselves permanently attached to earth.
Man, because we gotta make ourselves detached from the society. That's what the Exodus is all about. Getting Egypt out of our system. You got it right.
This is Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart, but this is not your rest.
It's not our comfort. Go ahead.
Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction.
Hey, and this place is going to destroy you. We know this through reading prophecy, through reading the scriptures, knowing the will of the Lord. Okay, this place is only going to destroy us Israelites more and more. That's why we call upon Yahweh Shai on a daily basis to get us up out of this place. This place is hell. This is not our rest, Jacob. Okay, this is hell for us. This is captivity. All right, this devil wants to put his technology in us. How the hell you can rest with the devil's seed inside of you? Okay,
how you rest behind enemy lines?
Yeah,
we're behind. We're captive under the Americans. All right, how you gonna rest? How do you find rest in prison, bro? That just goes to show you how many Israelites and how many Israelites. These guys that call themselves Israelites, if you talking about building up your kingdom in this society, you're totally bugged out. Okay?
I got one after. All right, and this I'm gonna bring out the word pilgrim again, because like we brought out yesterday, ultimately, our forefather Abraham, he was a pilgrim, man, right? He sojourned. It says pilgrim, a sojourner in a strange place. It shows that the faithful sought a heavenly city and did not consider themselves permanently attached to earth. I'm going to get that heavenly city. But first, I'm going to read Hebrews 11 and verse 9. By faith, he sojourned in the land of promise, speaking of Abraham, as in a strange country, dwelling in tabernacles with Isaac and Jacob, the heirs with him of the same promise. For he looked for a city which had foundations, whose builder and maker is the Lord. That's why it says they sought a heavenly city and did not consider themselves permanently attached to the earth. I'm going to jump down. This is Hebrews 11. All right. And Hebrews 11 and 15. And truly, if they had been mindful of that country from which they came out, they might have had the opportunity to have returned. But now they desire a better country that is in heavenly. Wherefore the Lord is not ashamed to be called their power, for he had prepared for them a city. And you even had some Israelites that didn't in that time of Moses, because Moses himself didn't see the promised land. Right? You had Israelites in the time that did, but guess what? They're back now, man. All right? Waiting for that heavenly city, which is what? New Jerusalem, like it speaks of in Revelation, man. That will descend down from the heavens, man, after being beamed up. All right? You got it, brother. That's it.
Yeah. Because like it just read, in verse 16, but now they desire a better country. You know, because we desire something better than America. We desire something better than America. We desire something better than what the serpent has to offer us. Okay? We desire the glory of the heavens. Okay, to be joint heirs with the glory of Yahweh Shai. Sit on the right hand of the Father, having new bodies. Okay, the new covenant, being immortal. Can America offer any of those things?
Not going on.
Hell no.
We're subject to death here. We actually, and that's how you know that even in the state that we're in, we still honorable, integral head of our nation. Because look, even in this captivity, we still calling upon the Lord. We still want that law to be in our inward parts, man. For us to not go off. We tired of going off.
Man, shit. See, and I know this, you know, I'm going to say this. Brothers be going through shit, right? Brothers be going through shit in that things that money would fix, correct?
Yeah.
Brothers all got that, but
money is a defense.
But brothers damn near don't even be praying for money. Brothers be praying for growth in the spirit.
Yeah.
That's how that's an integral
money
man.
Just come.
Yeah, because the Lord said, look, you seek me first and everything else will be added unto you. So therefore, even in the midst of brothers' tribulations, they praying for the spirit to grow in the spirit, to be a better servant, to be a better student, to be a better teacher.
Yeah.
These
better
things,
brother.
Yeah, to be a better brother. Even though this brother probably going through some crazy shit, but his main prayer is that, Lord, I just want to be a better servant unto you, man. All right? That just goes to show you how the Lord's Spirit is moving upon men, you know, here on the planet Earth, man. All right? Man, appreciate going back to the rest of the place. All right, this goes to show you how we're not invested in the place because the Lord already told us about the place for us. Lord willing, we have that number. This is John 14 and 1. It says, let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in the Most High, believe in me, believe also in me. In my Father's house, there are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. You know? And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there ye may be also. So if Yahweh Shai hadn't returned, we know that this ain't the spot, man. This ain't where it's at.
Right.
All right? We're not looking to dwell, sojourn, and be rooted in this place, man.
Just to back up the brother Taz and Amanya's point on that better country, this is Hebrews 13 and 14 in the NLT. It says, for this world is not our permanent home. For this world is not our permanent home. We are looking forward to a home yet to come. You gotta ask yourself, what's that home yet to come? If this is not our permanent home, we're light years ahead of those people that are just thinking about, hey man, 5 years later, I'm gonna be in that townhouse. 10 years, I'm gonna get my own property. We're thinking about planets, man. In my Father's house of many mansions, we're thinking about going in and out of universes, man. Realms.
Yeah.
We're thinking about looking at Lafayette up close, man. In his habitat, man.
Yeah, that's right, bro.
Being caught up in the third heaven, man, like Apostle Paul said, man. In all righteousness, man. And we're thinking about ruling over you heathens, man. You stinking heathens, man.
Yeah.
Because y'all ruling over us right now, it's despicable. Y'all ain't even running. Y'all ain't running this shit. I don't know how y'all doing it, bro. This sloppy work.
They fucking winging it, man.
Yeah, man.
And this is how you know when a motherfucker winging it. When the foundational rules change. That's how you know. Now the whole Constitution is up for question. Well, you know, it wasn't indefinite. Remember whenever they was doing that? It was last year when Joe Biden said it wasn't some of the, I gotta go find that article. He said basically the Constitution wasn't never like solid and indefinite. You can always be subject to change.
That's when we go to the amendments.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, it just Esau trying to find ways to do away with the Constitution, basically. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's not something that's established, it's not something that's rooted in
concrete.
And they always promoted this in law school. They say the Constitution is a moving body, meaning what? It's subject to change. And this was around a time where that stinking Hamite, Obama, put that law in place to where he legalized friendly marriages, man.
Mm-hmm. Friendly marriages.
All right? Friendly marriages, man. Yeah. All right? You spearheaded that, man, as well as those underlying deceitful policies in that Obamacare, man. I can't wait to see you get judged in these last days, man. Because my president is black, my Lambo's blue. You had Jake caught up in that madness, man. Yeah. Over a damn Hamite, man. Yeah. But that shows you who's really in control, who was given the planet Earth for this time, man. Esau.
And that goes to show you how the rulers that they set up, every last one of them on some different shit. Because I believe it was Ronald Reagan that said that the Bible would be the law of the land. All right, he came openly proclaimed that the Bible would be the law of the land. But now you fast forward, you got Hope Biden, how making all these rights for these alphabet boys, man. All these rights for these alphabet boys, but the Bible's supposed to be the law of the land, man. And when did that ever change, bro?
But they try to say it's this is a white man's book. But why does it condemn the so-called white man in this Bible, man?
Most definitely, bro.
All throughout the Bible, man.
So that's how you know that this place is trash. Because when you're dealing with the Lord, the laws endure forever. It ain't gonna be we're gonna change this law and this, or we're gonna revise this law. Negative. It ain't happening like that.
No amendments here, man.
Yeah. Can't find no unrighteous.
That's wicked. That's nothing but wicked. Yeah. It's like you said, a new ruler could get in 4 years later, 8 years later, and then start amending things, man. Mm-hmm. Then the whole atmosphere of the country changes, and that's what they're about to do with this Quran. It's going to be implemented into their law, man, because they could do what? Amend.
Man, what was that? I remember a long time ago with the Obamacare on page 1001. Where it basically tell you that you have to get the Quran.
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
Like
they gonna enforce this thing, man.
Yup. And it's either you gonna when it says bow to the image of the beast, or you gonna be put to death, man. All right, because that's what it's gonna be coming to. Like we read last week we was out there in New Orleans. The 4 phases they gonna come in. Yeah, they're gonna be talking first. They're gonna lose patience.
They're gonna come with their sword, man.
Come with the sword, man. Hey,
ain't too much more talking.
That's right. It ain't because the brother post pushed out. I seen the brother post. It says that they are implementing the acceleration of the 2030 agenda. They are implementing the acceleration. We are accelerating. Hit the fucking gas.
Revelation 12:12.
There's too much fucking truth coming out. Cut TikTok off. What else we got to do? That's how they coming.
And that's the thing, bro. That's a good analogy because cut the power off, cut the lights off, cut this off, cut the water off, cut the food off.
Yeah.
All right? Like that Oprah meme. You get a car, you get a car, you get a car. Cut everything off, man. Do away with it all because when the lights come back on, the Quran is coming out. You better believe they're gonna have these stations. It's gonna be martial law, warlike. You're gonna have these. Place is going to turn to a third world country overnight, man. Yeah. You're going to have these stations, these Karagma stations, and they're going to force you to go in to get it. Just like they had these stations for the jab. And they was even promoting how weak-minded you Christians are. Every church you go past, Baptists, Christians, they had stations where you could get jabbed up at. Yeah.
Yep.
We remember that, man.
They use juvenile hoe ass. Holla about you know.
Max that thing.
Jab
that thing up.
Yeah. All of that, man. You know,
snacks that thing up. So like
Slim Thug.
Oh man,
Lupe Fiasco.
Man, I seen some of that, man. Y'all better, bro. Y'all better comply, something, whatever, because he was mad.
Yeah, he was crying.
His fucking show was gonna get canceled. He was crying.
Yeah,
bitch ass.
Like, how you come at us that hard? Like, y'all better comply.
What the fuck you mean, Slim Thug? Nigga, you over here crying?
Yeah, talk like, man, you big ugly niggas.
Yeah.
You know he was talking about listen. Because we got brothers out there in Houston.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sorry, bro.
He was crying and shit in the club.
Crying in the car. How you crying in the car? Crying in the car.
Smoking and shit.
Like, I remember him saying about that comply.
Yeah.
And that's why I was like, wow, you a spokesman now?
Yeah.
And the Lord didn't forget you either, Lucy.
Oh, yeah. He spoke great swelling words against the Lord.
Yeah.
Great swelling words.
Telling them get the jab, man. When you got people dropping dead from that, man, you know that's not right, bro.
And all you dumbass people ain't listen. And then now it's more case of the jump shop developing, people with the jump shop developing AIDS, man. You know? These things are happening, bro, and they try to what? Suppress it and censor it, man. All right? This is what's going on, bro. But you didn't fucking listen. You didn't take heed to wise counsel. Now you walk around. In the natural news, I read a part of an article that said they want to once the United Nations, you know the United Nations, they locked in with the WHO, right? Yeah. And one of their policies is that they want to push out that people don't have to tell you that they have HIV. So if now let's just think about this. All these people that got this motherfucking jump shot, now like you ain't got us. And then once they figure out that they got this shit, they don't have to say that. Like why is that a policy that you don't have to say nothing about your status, right? Yeah. Why is that, man? What does that got to do with anything?
That serpent juice is gonna come back to bite a lot of you Israelites. Yeah. We go into the self-replicating hydra, man.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you. Fuck around, goddamn, the boys over there, the ISUPK, got that damn jab be up there talking about Israel and fall over the place. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That'll be a highlight.
Or get to talking and then they start hitting that Charlie Brown teaching.
Yeah.
Hey, what you saying, bro? That's that juice, man.
Roots all in the fucking ass shit. What's wrong with a nigga, man? Yeah. That's right, man. But you see, that's why the scripture says, woe unto you pastors, man, that scatter the flock, man. All right? This thing about it, it's good to be in, bro. Under the great millstone. Right? Because all you misleaders, the Lord gonna deal with you, man.
I got one for you, man. Thank you, Will.
You got a question, bro? Come holler at us.
Hey, you got to pull over, bro.
Come holler at us, bro.
This is Jeremiah. You see what they did around?
Yeah, he cut the back around. Like, goddamn, I hope he ain't turned.
Shit. See, that's the type of foul spirits that are going to be out here tonight, man. There's going to be nothing but rape, murder, and violence, man. Yep. This is Jeremiah 3:15, and
no adultery is going to be going on, too.
Yeah, man. Jeremiah 3:15, and I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. And that's the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Proper edification, sound doctrine, breakdowns, all right? Especially according to this prophecy, Revelation 13:16, man. Which for taking it, you'll be thrown in a lake of fire. Why would you not want to be edified on that, man? And aware of that, man. Why would you want to be told that it's embargo on a white woman or sin, man?
And that's why the Lord say the deceived and the deceiver are his, man. Yeah. Like it don't make sense, bruh. The way how this little horn has come up, and how this this other beast that arose up with the two horns, you can see how technology and society is moving, bruh. All right, and this thing is a physical, charagma. This is physical. This is not spiritual. You know, the Most High, his Tawab is spiritual. Right? This devil, his initiation to his ideology is physical, man. Because he's a carnal man.
The scriptures tell you a foolish thought is sin. So, if sin is the prerogative, it says you can't buy or sell except you have sin.
You can't buy or sell.
That doesn't fit.
Unless you sin.
That doesn't even fit properly in the context of that sentence.
So then you ask him what sin. Well, look, man, I shaved my beard this morning. Let me get the pack of meat. That shit don't make sense, man.
Yeah.
It don't make sense. And that's how you know who the Lord is dealing with, right? Because like the brother said, that's going to shake up a lot of you Israelite camps, man. Then it's going to be coming. Then you're going to be convicted in your spirit, right? And then you're going to be trying to come at us, right? And try to prove us wrong. No, man, go back on your little platform, man. You know?
They say it was even when you go into the word in Rockman, the root letter, okay, if you go to the root word where it says rocks, it means it goes into like a thing carved.
Yep.
You know,
Palisade.
Yeah.
And that's the word that goes into palisade.
Yep.
Stick.
Yeah.
You
know, in order to carve something, like for example, like when you carve wood or you carve a sculpture or something like that, you need something sharp. You need a physical object.
Yes. Tool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the elders that brought it out, what that is Acts, I think it's Acts, where it says that goes into the word graven. That's something physical, man. You know, that's a physical thing, man. Right? Matter of fact, I'm gonna go grab something right quick.
I got one. It's Revelation 13 and 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Right. And that word killed, okay, of course it's going to be physically put to death, being beheaded. Right? But as brothers always bring out as well, go even deeper into that word killed, it goes into a separation. Okay, where those that are going to refuse to worship the image of this beast, the NWO system, they're going to be separated from the system. They're going to be forced to be off the grid. They won't have access to food and water and gas and they get ready to do away with gas, but they won't have access to get into certain buildings and whatnot. Okay, completely separated off the grid. Okay, for those who's going to refuse to bow the knee to the image of the beast system. All right, you know, in Romans 11, the Lord told Elijah. Okay, the Apostle Paul quoted what the Lord told Elijah, that he had reserved unto himself 7,000 men, all right, a perfect number of men, right, to not bow the knee to the image of Baal. Okay?
It's always like that. These devils always had that God-like worshiping complex, even going back to Haman, man. All right, for Mordecai.
As a matter of fact, this Haman, he's also known as the Agagite.
Yeah.
When you go into that name Agagite, Agagite is basically a descendant of King Agag, that the Lord ordered King Saul to put to death.
Right.
You know, so basically Haman was trying to get revenge on our people during the time of the Persians and the Medes for what we did to their people, Amalek, during the time of King Saul. Okay, we know Amalek is back here today. All right, through, well, we're not going to say who he is, but we know who he is through the Spirit.
Check this out. This is Revelation 13 and 18. It says, and here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of man, and his number is 600. 66 goes into what? 666, right? Which all falls into the UPC code, which is created by George Lawler, right? And which is going to be equated with the Quran, right? So now when you go into the Strongs on the 666, right? In the Strong's definition, it says cha stigma. It says the 22nd cha stigma, the 22nd 14th obsolete letter, G4742. Now, when you click on G4742, it says MARK pricked in or branded up on the body. To ancient Oriental usage, slaves and soldiers bore the name or the stamp of their master or commander branded or pricked, cut into their bodies to indicate what master or general they belonged to. And there was even some devotees who stamped themselves in this way with the token of their god. So it's going to show you that the number of the V666 is equated with the charagma, which is going to be a physical thing that you're going to have to cut and put inside you.
Right. Because I remember back in the point, the guys from I want to say those guys from either Watchmen of Israel or the guys from Believers of the Way out there in Los Angeles, but they was trying to make the argument, trying to make the separation between the charagma, the name of the beast, the number of the beast. You know, trying to make it. But really, it's all one and the same, because when you take that charagma, you're also taking upon the name of the beast
and the image.
Yeah, as well as the number of the beast. Okay, it's like a package deal, like a bundle.
Yeah.
Because as the brother was going to, the 666. All right. I don't know how to say it, but the chai, the chai, the zai, and the stigma. Hopefully they don't take it down. But it goes into Xing out the Messiah, implementing their left hand, serpent like wisdom and knowledge. Through what? Pricking something into your skin.
I mean, let's just use our brains here. When you read in Genesis, the first chapter says, "Let us make man in our image," right? So that's the image, right? Is that one single thing? No, that comes with the name, that comes with the law, that comes with the history, right? So what's up? See, and that's why you guys are bugged out, man.
Allow this devil to stick his charagma into you, as the brother was bringing out the UPC code. You allow this devil to make you his product, because that's what UPC stands for, Universal Product Code.
And you also, just to back you up, you also allow him to freely give you cancer, man. This is Revelation 16 and 2, and could you get this word malignant off Google? This is Revelation 16 and 2. It says, so the first angel left the temple. This is in the NLT, Salakia. Revelation 16 and 2 in the NLT. So the first angel left the temple and poured out his bowl on the earth. And horrible, malignant sores broke out on everyone who had the charagma of the beast and who worshiped his statue. Brother's gonna go into what that word malignant means, man. All right, what basically goes into cancerous.
Yeah, this is the definition of malignant on Google. It says of a disease very virulent or infectious.
Or infectious. Does it say anything about cancer?
Yep, it says the term malignancy refers to the presence of cancerous cells that have the ability to spread in other sites of the body, to invade nearby and destroy tissue.
So when you put this charagma in your right hand or forehead, all right, you're giving yourself cancer, man. Literally, by the insertion of this thing, man. A grievous sore, man. A cancerous sore. Go ahead, brother. That was it.
Like you just read, what's the definition? Like you just read in the brother's definition, that charagma has the power to destroy tissue within your body, and that just show you that charagma has the power to destroy your D to the N to the A, and form you into the image of Esau,
It just going back to what? That goddamn jump shot. It alters your DNA, man.
Yeah.
So basically you're now human. So therefore if somebody died because of this, it's like you become a product of how I want to put it.
A new creature in Esau.
Well, and then and the thing is that you're not really a human, so you're just a casualty of the product. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then it's like we see that it's altered your cells because now they got a thing in the earth called what? SAD.
Yeah,
SAD.
Yeah.
Sudden adult death syndrome.
Yeah.
All right. So just by Esau, I got another one. I got another better pick. Just by Esau putting that out there, we see that he's trying to cover up. He's not taking accountability for what he's done by destroying millions of people with this jump shot. But he's saying, you know what? This is a common thing now. Sudden adult death syndrome. People are just dropping randomly dead, man. Come on, man.
It's just a normal thing for people to catch heart attacks now.
Yeah, man.
For young people to drop
Strokes. Wow. Healthy young people, so-called healthy young people, dying in the middle of playing sports. What's that guy name among you? A football player who had that who had took the juice on the Bills, and when they interviewed him about it, he was just like with that stuck face, like what happened? What caused his
Oh, you talking about he was on the Buffalo Bills?
Yeah, the Bills.
I
forgot his name.
forgot his name. I know you're talking about.
Yeah, Damar Hamlin. And when they asked him, what did the doctor say caused you to fall out on the field? He just paused and had that bugged out look, and he said, "Hey, basically he couldn't speak on it right now, man."
They basically told him to say anything.
Gag on
What's your ass? Say anything, you're gonna lose everything. How about that?
Everything. You'll be out on the streets by Monday, by tomorrow.
Yeah. So they choose death rather than life.
Yeah.
You know? That's what's gonna happen. And that's what it's all boiling down to. They chose death rather than life.
So, Lord, when this camp was edifying, we're going to turn and face the east. Give our praise to Yahweh. Double honor to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders, and great millstones who well and teach well over the flock. And also peace and salutation to the hopeful elect scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, wherever you are, wherever you may be at in these latter days, Lord willing, we have that number as well. All right, until next time, we say shalom.
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 Shalom.